Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So another JAC review here at JAC Cars Pasig. Again, I would like to thank them so much for making these reviews possible. Now, let's rewind the clock back to the early years when JAC Cars were here in the Philippines. We had the T8 Pro, the JS4, which they just did a review on, and one of their entry-level models. So this is the JAC JS2 Pro. And yes, I say entry-level model now because sadly the S1 is no longer available that look like the EcoSport. Anyway, so this one is, I would say, looks interesting because of, as JC cars say, this parametric grid design. There's a lot of chrome with this vehicle, but I would say it has its own unique look. You get a ground clearance of 160 millimeters, which is the same what you get in the JS4. And these are running on 205, 50, and 17 series tires, which is ironically the same like with the E-Turbo. And you can tell now this is the updated version because you have the updated logo now. And on the side profile, it's what your usual subcompact crossover, but a little bit more now with hatchback dimensions. You get the usual cladding, and for once, this JS2 Pro has functioning roof rails compared with the rest of the lineup here. And you get your sequential turn signals right here on the side mirror. Powering this JAC JS2 Pro is a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with 103 horsepower and 137 Newton meters of torque, mated to a CVT transmission. So I think this engine is unrelated to that of the, oh wait, never mind, it's behind the camera, the JS4 model, because it's not a turbocharged engine, and it says here green jet. No idea what that means, but like a Power Ranger kind of thing. I don't know what it means. You get this much power in a small vehicle. Let's see how this performs later on. Now here at the rear of this JS2 Pro, and I'm surprised for this price point, you get a full functioning LED light bar. This is the only one in its class that has this feature. So again, updated badges, and the design overall here at the rear looks like what with every other Chinese crossover out there. It's pretty generic for my taste, but makes up for it. This is very, very European, I'll be honest, like a BMW 1 Series. So this is how you actually open the tailgate. That's pretty fancy. So you have a total space here of 150 liters. I don't believe that whatsoever because, watch this. I can literally almost hide behind the, no, I can. This is not 150 liters. This is like much more of, what, 200 to 50 at least. And of course, if it will double once you fold all of the seats down, like around more or less 500 liters. And just below here, you have a space saver, donut type tire. And again, I'm surprised for this class of subcompact crossovers. You have a lot of space you can put in with this JS2 Pro. Now this is the Now this is the interior of this JAC JS2 Pro. Here in the door card, a lot of plastics and gloss black, but I'm willing to forgive it. And I see a lot of leather. At this price point, again, you get leather seats. How about that? And the bolstering so-so, and you get fabrics on the outer layers of the seat. And the interior, again, budget-friendly, a lot of plastics here and there. And actually, this one's squeegee, to my surprise. And haven't seen this one in a long time, and I think the first time I've seen it in a crossover. You get a vlogging placement right above the dashboard itself. I'm not sure if a camera can survive there, but hey, at least there still is. On the left side, you get your headlight leveler, side mirror, and your instrument cluster adjustments. It's a little bit odd. It's placed here in the left side rather than a stock or another button here on the cluster itself. And speaking of, this one has an analog tachometer and speedometer with a multi-information right in the middle. The steering wheel, again, it's pretty much similar like with the combustion engine crossovers of JAC, like from the 4 all the way up to the GS8. So it's pretty nice they retained all of this. I wonder if they retained this though. No, this one is a little bit bigger, at least, the glove box. To my surprise too, this one has a 9-inch infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Very good with that. Again, for this price point, most of those features are not available. And two, you get a reverse camera with dynamic guidelines. How about that? And this is your key, manual key fob. So a little bit of a refresher for me. It's so nice that everything here is old school, like to my taste. And as you can see here, these are your climate control buttons. so happy. It's not like right here in all the screens and then you're distracted while driving. This one's just on, off. Simple as that. Regular stocks here, hazard button, gear shift, you get PR and DS. There's a manual mode too, despite this being a CVT. So let's see how this simulates gears later on. So you get what, AC? Ah no, this is snow mode. Odd. Anyway, you get 2-year electronic stability control. Further in front, you get a 12-volt socket, one USB Type A port, and another cubby space, enough for phones and connecting it here for the infotainment system. 2 card slots, manual handbrake, and 2 cup holders. Oh, I miss this. Kidding aside. And surprisingly for a subcompact SUV, I think this is one of the few cars that has a center console box. Yeah, it's really tiny, but hey, at least there still is, and it makes up. You can place your elbows on either side. I mean, yeah, it's a bit uneven, however, at least there still is. Above you, you get your halogen lights, sun visor, you get a vanity mirror. Don't extend, but at least you have a ticket clip holder. Now here at the rear of this JAC S2 Pro, here in the door card, pretty much the same like the ones in front. You still have leather, but of course it's a little bit smaller, but hey, at least there still is. And the space here, despite being a very, small subcompact SUV, wow, look at that. Yeah, the headroom, yeah, so since, again, I mentioned this has hatchback proportions, but the feet and knee is actually impressive. And 2, for this price point, you get a central armrest with 2 cup holders. Mwah, very good with that. And all leather seats, once again. How about that? In the middle, you get 1 Type A USB port and a cubby space. No air conditioning vent, but I'm willing to forgive it because this is a budget-friendly vehicle. And if I sit in the middle, it's actually a little bit softer, the cushion, than in the left and right side. But of course, the back is stiffer because of this central armrest. Transmission tunnel, it's tall, but it's very, very narrow. Reminds me of my former daily car. And about 3 to 4 people of my size are pretty much safe to sit here at the rear. First drive now with this JAC S2 Pro, and not to my surprise, the CVT response time going out of here in the showroom is really good. Okay, no driving modes as usual, it's only here at the gear shift itself. So let's try now. Give me fluid. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, remember this is an NA engine. It's not the usual turbocharged engine like what you get in other subcompact vehicles. Decent enough performance. Remember, 103 horsepower is not so bad for this type of SUV. The CVT is a little bit jumpy. Actually, it's hesitating to stop. I mean, it wants to keep on going. If I flow it, look at that. The kick down is pretty quick. Right. And then here's that bumpy test. And let's try now sport mode for the transmission. This is not affecting any like other drive modes like suspension and all that. It's just to have faster shifts and all that. And here now, let us go to sport mode, manual mode. Oh wow! You can actually feel the transmission doing its thing. Even though this is simulated, you can feel the gear shifts going up and down. Pretty fun to drive. Remember, this is a small vehicle, even smaller than that of the JS4. This is pretty nimble to drive around. And yeah, the sting, I'll be very honest, it's numb. It's too light for my liking, but it's responsive enough, I would say. And body lean, we'll test it out later on, but at a normal corner only, yeah, there's not much body. Remember this, as I mentioned too, this has hatchback-like proportions. Then if you want to overtake, alright, that's really good. The NVH, so-so, I'll be honest too, but I'm willing to forgive it since this is a budget crossover anyways, and going off corners and all that. Okay, that's pretty decent performance for a small crossover. Remember, there's a lot of competitors in this class, and this JAC S2 Pro, I can say it can keep up with the rest of the competition. Here now, the handling test. Yeah, we have body lean, but it's not so bad. I flick it to the right. So I can tell to the suspension is actually really soft. Of course, it's not the sportiest one out there, but if you're just planning to use this as a point A to B car, actually one of the more comfortable subcompact SUVs I've tried out. And fuel economy too is displaying here at the moment 11.6 liters per 100 kilometers. That's pretty fuel efficient for non-hybrid vehicle. And now too, for the cost of all of this, 895,000 pesos, and there's discounts too here at the dealer. I would say it's pretty much worth it with this JS2 having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto alone. This is pretty much complete. So one more time. Small car, I would say. So again, I'd like to thank everyone here at JAC Cars Pasig for making this set of reviews possible, and to everyone involved, so you may check out in the description down below. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with one more JAC review coming right up. And it's probably one of the best ones I will dive for one reason only. Stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.